We're gonna get into this in a little bit.
Except with Resident Evil.
Oh yeah, I gotta get you that game, man. I didn't get you none for your birthday. I'm gonna get you that game.
You are?
Yes, I am.
Okay.
You got a PC?
No.
Hey y'all, let me ask you a question. The latest Resident Evil 8, is that on PS4? If that is, let me know. And Martin, you might actually be in luck, sir. Oh, let me see here. Yes, it is on PS. God damn it. Now I gotta buy this
Man,
Negro game.
you ain't got to do nothing that you don't feel
It's too
comfortable
late. I
with.
already said it, so people.
Yeah, but nobody's going to check.
And people in there talking about, hell yeah, it is. Oh, with that $60 out. Yes, fool. Oh, yeah, but it looks bad. Oh, you don't want that, man. Nah, man, you want the next gen graphics, man. And when Lady D pop up with them ass and those titties, man, you want to see that in all the next generation graphics, man. You don't want that smudged graphics from 10 years ago.
That I can't tell the difference on, okay.
No, you want to see that ass clear as day.
Okay.
People, I'm playing Resident Evil 8 right now. And loving it.
Loving it.
It's insane. I'll tell you right now, the shit is just absolutely stupid at this point. They got you
stupid.
Yeah, they got you running from werewolves now and flying vampire monks. The shit is completely insane. And I'm sure they're gonna have they got vampires and werewolves chasing your ass in a pretty much Transylvania.
Okay.
Meanwhile, you a dude you were just a dude 4 years ago just looking for your wife in Louisiana. You left a desk job. Yeah, you ain't like Chris Redfield and Claire and all them where you you work on a special ops team.
Yeah.
No, you just a dude. Your wife went missing and you thought she better not be around, so you drove your ass to Louisiana to find her.
Yeah.
You were working at a desk job. You were selling insurance and shit. You got your ass caught up with these crazy ass rednecks.
Okay.
And then you thought glad that shit is over with. I ain't built for this crazy shit. And then right after that happened, your wife had a baby, y'all moved to Europe, and all of a sudden, vampires and werewolves start chasing your ass.
Wow.
Yeah, it ended up being insane. And it's crazy because again, like if you were one of the stars teams,
yeah,
you'd be like, okay, I'm used to doing this shit.
Yeah.
This is Tuesday.
Yeah.
As they say.
Yeah, but you're just a guy.
A bioengineered mutated weapon. Oh fuck, that ain't nothing. What handled that shit? They're like pest control. When people like you got roaches, they're like, oh, you got a bioengineered mutated monster in your city. Oh, don't worry about it, man. We'll get it. Yeah. But this dude, he ain't ready for this shit. So he's jumped from mutant rednecks to werewolves, and he's just like, and throughout the game, he's even talking about when he gets hurt and shit, because he gets it worse than anybody. Like Chris and Leon and those guys, they go in, they blasting fools and everything, and Chris punches boulders.
Okay.
And they walk out without a scratch. He's always losing fingers and getting his hand cut off, and you can hear him too breathing through the whole game. And when he gets hurt, he's like, Jesus Christ, fuck!
So are you playing with one hand?
I don't want to give you no spoilers, man.
Mother Miranda.
What kind of haunted house is this?
And it's already proven too much for my daughters to handle.
That bitch is fine as hell, and you don't even know how fine she is. I know it's a video game character, but you don't even realize until she starts chasing your ass.
Is she a ghost or a vampire?
I'm not gonna say.
Okay.
I'll tell you what, she's fine as
okay.
She chases you through this castle, so she'll be going through corridors and shit, and you come out to see a peek if she's gonna leave, and then she'll stop and like, oh, there your ass goes. She'll look straight at you. And I don't run until I absolutely have to, because she comes down those steps and that shit. And they know what they doing. Those
jiggle physics.
Jiggle physics, man. Ass jiggling, titties jiggling. And I wait for the raise that hand. She got like a Freddy Krueger claw. I wait for her to raise that shit, and then that's when I run. And it is kind of scary, man, because that's what in Resident Evil they often have an enemy that will chase you down in a game. They just keep running after you.
Right.
And
so you never get to just sit and collect your thoughts or hide.
Because there's always a destination that you have to go to. There's a certain room you got to go to. There's a certain room you got to unlock. And to get there, you got to pass her big ass. And she's waiting on you all the time. So what you have to do is you have to like lure her away. And it is probably the most insane Resident Evil that I played. just because because every game has been. Because you thought it was like when you first played the first Resident Evil, you thought it was like, all right, this is like a George Romero zombie game right here, and then it ended up being like they were zombies created by science. You know?
Yeah.
So, but I don't know because these are straight up Wolfman. There's only so much. It's been what 20 years. The first one came out in 1998.
Really?
So it's been like 23 years that they've been doing this, man.
Yeah.
It's been 23 years that they've been doing this series. I mean, they can only take this shit so long.
Right.
Somebody had an idea to do a game that was really supernatural with werewolves and vampires, and they're like, that shit ain't gonna sell. You better put that in Resident Evil. Mm-hmm. We don't care how you do it, but find a way. Do you play much Resident Evil?
No, none.
Ooh, this is gonna be good because you really are gonna be like,
Yeah.
what the fuck is happening? No.
I thought they were all just zombies until these movies started getting into this post-apocalyptic warrior stuff
Yeah, no, it's
and monsters, and I was like, all right, I guess I don't know what this series is about.
Those movies, they went and did their own complete thing. That fool just he decided to do his own shit. And the only bad thing about it, like, man, go do your own thing, but don't
Don't call it this.
Don't call it this, and don't try to cram in shit from the game. It don't make no sense.
Yeah.
There's a dude in the game, a guy with a hoodie that carries a big ass hammer, MC Hammer.
Stop.
You remember? Okay, so do you remember watching the movies? I don't know how many of these Resident Evil movies that you've seen, but do you remember this guy?
No.
Okay, so in the games, it barely makes sense why he's in the games, but it does make sense. In one of the movies, they don't even try to make sense with this. This motherfucker's just walking down the street.
Okay.
They don't explain why is a dude with nails in his shoulder,
Yeah.
with a big ass hammer with a goddamn saw on the end of it. They don't explain where that dude came from.
Mm-hmm.
They don't get no backstory. He just cruising down the street looking to start some shit.
So the fans didn't go ape shit that the fact that they included something from the game, because that seems how I worked with Mortal Kombat. People were just like, it makes sense, not make sense. They got something from the game in here. I love it.
That's a good question. Thing was, it's like the movies were so different that there was like it didn't make any sense where this guy came from. It's just like they just threw him in there. It was so out of context.
Yeah.
And that's bad pointing at something and saying that's out of context or that's weird when you're already watching a Resident Evil movie.
Sure.
Because people let a lot of shit slide. Yeah, people. But I'm curious to see what Martin thinks about this. You know what'd be fun to do?
Oh, here it comes.
You know, I just thought of this, man. I mean, no pressure, but it would be fun to get at least one session where you play the game and people see your reaction because you have no experience with this.
Yeah, I don't.
I'm telling you, I would be so entertained to see you play this because, not because I'm saying you play it bad, because you can put on easy and you'll be fine, but I just want to be like, I want to see you just be like, what the fuck is this?
Okay, all right. Sounds like fun.
Yeah. I'm going to get something for my money I pay for this game to give you. Now that would be a lot of fun. Only because that is the hook right there. You're going to be thrown into this crazy shit. And believe me, at this point, it is nonsensical almost. Mm-hmm. Shit, the people who play the games can barely make sense out of it right now. So you being thrown in the middle of it, that would be amazing to see.
But what if I were to play and then find the connection?
Impressive. Salute, brother. Shit, I would, you know what? Maybe that's what it takes. Maybe it takes somebody who's new to this to make sense out of it for all of us, because we just, you
guys can't see the forest for the trees.
Nah, we're boiled into it now. We don't know what's going on with this.